I want to review the fundamentals of a company pension and a commuted value. There's 3 points to the company pension. Number one is they, meaning the company, they own the money on your behalf and you receive a monthly amount from that pension company. Second bullet is that when you pass away, the spouse will receive 60% or sometimes 66% of the monthly pension that the person was receiving. The third bullet is that once the surviving spouse passes away, there is no money that is ruled down to the children at all. A lot of people are simply not aware of number 3. Commuted value, let's take a look at the word commute. Commute means travel. Value, you are traveling with the value of the money that the company had on your behalf. So bullet number 1 is you own the money, which means you control it. Bullet number 2 is when you pass away, your spouse will receive 100% of the accounts that you have in your name. It's called a spousal rollover, and she or he will be the beneficiary. The third bullet point is that the children will receive 100% as the beneficiaries minus some taxes. Even if taxes are 50%, 50% of something is far greater than 100% of nothing. So I want to review someone that is age 53 and they go to change occupations. Their company pension is $16,200 per year. Well, there's a cost of living adjustment of 2.25%. That's called a COLA, cost of living adjustment. At the age of 65, that $16,000 will turn into $21,158 per year as a pension. That sounds fantastic. They put in 25 years, they switch occupations, they receive this. And one of the bullet points or the main advantages of a company pension, as people believe, is that they say it's a guarantee and there's no risk. Well, if the company decides to lower the cost of living adjustment, which a lot of pension companies have lowered, and some companies have actually, in fact, eliminated the cost of living adjustment. Let's take a look at the commuted value option. In this scenario here, this is a real life scenario, instead of $16,000 per year, they would receive today at 53, $289,000. We would put that in a professionally managed portfolio, and let's take a look at the same time frame. At the age of 65, let's use a 5% example. This $289,000 would be worth $519,000 at 5%. At a 6% rate of return, we now have $581,000. And at a 7% rate of return, we're going to have $650,000. So let's see really further, one step closer, on how the commuted value works. This all looks familiar. This is our lifeline. We've created this account. And let's use 6% example. $581,000 in your investment account. If we were to draw out only 3.75% of this account per year, and we drew it out, that would be a total of $21,807. What's interesting is this and this are pretty much identical. So what you're doing with your commuted value is you're drawing out and creating your own monthly pension, and you only need 3.75% of this account to generate this. Well, let's say that we're going to generate a 5% withdrawal per year. Watch the difference. We now have a $29,076 per year pension drawing out at 5%. So the advantage of a commuted value is that you own this money, you're able to draw out what they would have paid you, but you also have the flexibility of drawing out more on a monthly basis. Also, you have full access to this lump sum in case of a family emergency. So be cautious on just going with what most people say. Understand that most people are in debt at retirement, not properly protected throughout their working years, and most of the time, they're still working, dependent on friends, family, and government at the age of 65. So the key is to get good advice. If you want to get fit, get advice from someone fit, not fat. If you want to get financially independent, get advice from someone who's been there or is on their way to getting financially independent. These are the basics of the company pension and the commuted value. Do your research before you make any major lifetime decision.